Hello and welcome to Faster Than Reloading, episode 26, take 2. For the week of October 12th, 2020, we're dropping every week to give you the rundown on all the latest gaming news you could possibly need. I fucked up and completely ruined the episode that was supposed to be episode 26, so sorry about that. We're going to cover mostly the same stuff we covered last week because there hasn't been that much news. So if you were upset by last week, we apologize. We're going to cover all the major stuff anyways.
I thought we agreed we're going to blame Jeff, Anthony. Guess not. Oh, well.
I mean, it's usually his fault anyways, to be honest. But yeah. So this is Faster Than Reloading. My name is Anthony Palm. Joining me as always, Chicago's prodigal son, Miguel Alvarez.
Hey, what's going on, guys? I forgot what I usually say. God damn it.
Usually just say what's going on, I think.
Okay, well, what's going on, guys? All right.
It's late on a Friday. We usually record, we try to record Saturdays.
Drinking coffee, it's not working, though.
I'm drinking Dunkin' hot chocolate.
Oh.
Pretty good.
White or the regular?
Regular.
You better. There you go, my man.
I didn't. White hot chocolate. But also with us not drinking any coffee, I don't believe, is Mr. 1.0 Jeffrey Mizrahi.
What up? I'll keep the trend of not speaking until I'm introduced for the next 1,000 years.
What was the other name I wanted to give him? Mr. Spaghetti and Meat.
What Brandon said?
What did he say again?
Starts with an M.
I don't remember.
Oh, I can't. I don't want to say it, bro.
Was that offensive?
We
but yeah, why am I called Mr. 1.0? Maybe it's because I'm a robot. Maybe it's because
because we lost the episode where we explained it.
That was the joke. Yeah, that was a joke last episode.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that later in the episode.
Listen to later in the episode to hear the history behind the 1.0 nickname. But I think we got a good amount of PlayStation 5 hype this week.
Yeah.
So let's just jump into
just real quick before you do that. And it did kind of work out because we talked about all the PS5 stuff, but we didn't get the UI stuff. So now we're going to just bundle in the PS5 UI video with all the other PlayStation stuff. But real quick, I just want to say, if you're listening, please go check out our Extra Life page. It's extra-life.org/participant/FTR-podcast. We just hit $500 donated this week, so I've upped our goal.
What?
We've upped our goal, I think 3 times already. So I upped it to $750, and then if we hit that, I'll up it to $1,000. So, I really appreciate everyone that's donated. There's about 13 people I think that have donated so far, and it's been a lot of generous donations. I appreciate that to everyone that's donated. And if you can't donate, just give it a share. Maybe you know someone that's able to. So that'd be a huge help. Thank you for that. I will be attempting to do a 24-hour stream on Extra Life Day, which is also N7 Day if you're a Mass Effect fan, and that's November 7th. Probably not going to be playing Mass Effect because it's not really stream friendly, but
maybe they had drop it. Remastered version. Rumors are out
every year on N7 Day, everyone thinks that they're going to announce it and they don't. But who knows? Maybe they will. Maybe I'll cover it live on the stream. But yeah, so I'll be attempting a 24-hour stream on November 7th. But we've well exceeded our multiple goals so far, even before that. So I'm really happy about that. I'm really excited to keep going, and hopefully we can nail this goal and then up it again. But yeah, so with that, let's get on to the news.
Starting off chronologically, the first thing we got out of all these news pieces is the Ps5 Teardown. So the I forgot his title, but the executive vice president of hardware engineering and operation from Sony Interactive, Masayasu Ito, like he did for the PS4, opened up the PS5, took off the cool white wings, I guess. Showed us the huge fan inside, showed us the liquid cooling chip, that's very high tech, showed us the heatsink, which is just massive, showed where the SSD is, where the expandable slot is. So now we have confirmation that, you could, whenever those Mark Cerny certified drives come out, but you will be able to... Which are out, yeah, but I mean...
and you'll be able to add on, because I was nervous it was going to be swap it out, and it is in fact adding on to the existing storage, which is good.
There's a port of sorts. And I mean, I guess we got some ports as well. Speaking of, USB-C on the front, some cool stuff there.
Fantastic.
But overall, I think we're all excited. I mean, we all knew it was going to be big from a while ago, but we're all excited that there is a shitload of heat management actually under the hood.
Yes, like like it almost seems like from the ground up it was built for heat management above all else. Like every part of this console is designed to keep it from overheating and to keep it from getting loud. The fan is enormous. The heatsink is the biggest heatsink I've ever seen in my life, and literally the chassis of the device is designed to be exhaust from all ports. So they also added, Miguel mentioned this on the episode that we lost, they added a little almost compartment where dust buildup is kind of intended to be flushed into, and then you could just take a vacuum up to it and just suck it right out there. So it seems like they're trying to make it not only out of the box better for heat management, but also maintenance wise it seems like they kind of kept that in mind as well.
Yeah, overall very cool. Yeah.
A couple things now that you guys talked about it. A couple things about this. First, the removable fucking flaps or whatever they're called.
Wings, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, the wings, I guess. Yeah, the blades, whatever. I'm sure people are gonna take them off first day, make great fucking looking designs on them. I'm gonna wait because I'm thinking of just painting them like matte black. But I want to wait maybe a month or so to see whoever does that and puts it back, see if it's gonna like retain that paint. Because maybe with the heat, like it starts like messing with running or something with the PlayStation, or like it starts overheating or whatever. So that's one thing. Second thing, the USB-C I think is gonna be important for PSVR 2 whenever they release it. I think it's gonna be one cable and it's gonna be using the USB-C. Third thing, I mean, the stand, right? Obviously, if you put it standing up, it has a screw, so it's gonna be fine. But if you flip it, it has two little clips. I wonder how durable that is, because I feel like those two clips are probably gonna like snap or something in like less than a year.
When you put it on the side, you're saying?
Yeah, when you put it on the side. I'm glad it's included.
Yeah, because they could have easily said, "Yeah, go buy the stand."
Yeah, but I wonder how durable that's gonna be.
Yeah, I'm imagining they did some testing, not for the plastic, but just if the user loses the stand, could it stand up on the side or something?
Are we all planning on just standing it up?
Yeah, because it's
most likely. Yeah,
I feel like it's too wide to fit in my TV stand, so I'm gonna have to put stand it up.
And I have a desk set up, and I put my PS4 on my desk, and it kind of just fits.
Not gonna fit there.
It's not PS5.
Like I'm gonna have to stand it up on the floor
right here with. Next to
knickknacks and such.
With my toys right here. It's gonna be standing right there.
I mean, I think I'm gonna have to put it on the floor as if it's a PC tower because it's
that's the thing. It's like I'm gonna have to do that, but my PC is in my PC slot on my desk, so I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah. And for the people that are like, "Oh, it's way huge," and like comparing it to the Xbox One X, I'd rather that thing be huge. Be safe than sorry. That's pretty much what I'm saying. I'd rather beat them just.
I would rather be quiet than be
exactly
small.
And not like the PS4 Pro that I have right here when I'm playing Modern Warfare and it's just on the fucking menu screen and it sounds like it's about to fucking just.
Yeah, thank God I did the thermal paste fix because I couldn't take it.
Destroy my roof.
Yeah, so that's awesome. Speaking more of the PS5, they announced backwards compatibility. We are not going to go too deep into it, but pretty much, like they said, it's 100% of games. 10 games don't work on it. 10 games you probably never even heard of.
Yeah, they said 99%. It's more like 99.99%. It's like 10 games, and 7 of which no one's ever heard of.
Yeah. It's going to have Game Boost for PS4 games. One of the confirmed features for one of the games is Ghost of Tsushima will, in fact, with Game Boost. I don't think it needs a patch. It's just going to run 60
frames. I think
frames.
that the patch that we received with Legends probably added the future.
Most likely, yeah.
You know what I mean?
But yeah, so that, it's a PS4 game, put it in PS5, game boosted, you get 60 frames.
And I'm glad they confirmed that for the PS5. Yeah. For the people like myself that was wondering if it was going to be able to do that just regularly.
I'm curious to see how games like Jedi Fallen Order work. Because it has the performance mode, but even the performance mode is kind of like only it hits like 45 frames. And so it feels almost better at 30 because at least 30 is locked, whereas 45 it's kind of up and down. Like I feel like you notice frame drops more when it's a variable frame rate. You know what I mean? Like when it's locked to 30, I feel like you can dip to 29.
It's
and
steady 60, bro. It's just gonna be steady 60.
I hope so.
I mean,
we do know some games are explicitly locked to 30 frames, like in the coding,
and it's up to the
I believe like Red Dead Redemption. Final Fantasy 15 has a performance mode, but it lowers the resolution. So I would like to see the initial, resolution mode bumped up to 60 frames. So I'm gonna try all those games. I know people have tried the you can find videos online of like Final Fantasy 15, Red Dead Redemption for Xbox Series X, but I'm curious to actually try them on PS5 for myself as well. So, and Jedi Fallen Order, I really hope, because it's really not that well optimized for PS4, even PS4 Pro. It's fine, but I would like it to run better, and so I would be happy about that. So that's probably going to be one of the first ones I try as well.
Yeah. The game boost thing is great just because you would like to think in an ideal world, Jedi Fallen Order, Red Dead 2, within a couple months would have dedicated patches for the PS5. Just like, all right, we just had some weird issues because of this weird tech thing. We just fixed it. We just tested ourselves if these PS4 games run on PS5. So knowing that there's a built-in feature is just better than. And
just a heads up, we don't need to make a whole conversation out of it, but I do want to acknowledge that today they confirmed for Marvel's Avengers that the next-gen update has been pushed out. And they also pushed out Kate Bishop's DLC launch.
Yeah, so not too specific about Marvel.
That's more because they gotta reword a couple of things.
Yeah, that's more because
that's going to be Division 1, Destiny 1 all over again, where it'll come back next July and it'll be a decent game and you either moved on from it or you're coming back to it.
But in a kind of positive look at that news, it just means that when developers, as a broader look, when developers are making PS5, Xbox Series X upgrade versions, that it actually takes work. That it's not like, they're just writing unlimited frames and then it works. Yep. It's like they actually have to do shit to do
remember when Anthem was going over a massive relaunch?
2023, bro.
God damn, Anthem. What if that's a big relaunch for PS5? Is like, surprise, Anthem's back.
But that's more on the publishers, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Who controls that? Then,
maybe they should have just held Anthem off until next gen anyways, if I'm being honest. It ran like ass on console.
But yes, that is the hardware. And let's jump into the UI, because the way they released it, I wish they would have given some calendar or something, like, expect this in these times, because we did get one piece of information a week. We got the teardown one week, and then we got the UI the next week. But we were just in this weird limbo. Like, literally, if you listen to the episode,
it's a lot better.
We were like, "Where's the UI? Why isn't it?" I think it's odd. But
no, we weren't saying that. Hold on. Before you go to the UI stuff,
I was saying like,
yes, you were. You're been saying for like
everyone
forever.
has. Yeah, where's the UI?
You're more like, I'd rather have not like seen anything until like the day off. Well, like, open this up and be like, holy shit.
I would have been okay with just being surprised, but I know there's other people that are freaking out wanting to see it.
When we recorded the podcast before, when everything went to shit, BK, the king, teased the UI, right? Something with the UI. And then we actually got it that day, which was Thursday. So the October 15th. And then we got this. Jeff, take it away.
Just dropped in the middle of the morning while I was sleeping. Actually, I got the text from Anthony.
Got it in the morning because
sleeping at 10 o'clock.
People wake up.
And they showed off the UI. Obviously, it's going to be hard to.
It was 11-minute video.
It was 11-minute video. Sid Schumann. I'm not going to really describe the visuals. I guess I'll speak about more of the features. Yeah. It kind of looks like an updated PS5. If you were to,
that's what I was expecting.
PS4, yeah. It's like if the icons on the PS4 menu were smaller and higher up, so you can actually see the background of your kind of dashboard.
They have more of that activity feed brought to life, I guess, so to speak. On the PS4, they back even in 2013, they tried marketing it as like this cool thing, the activity feed, but it just never took off. Hopefully this takes off. I don't really know why this one would take off more than.
I still scroll through the activity feed, pretty regularly on PS4.
I feel like
really. Oh, it's so sluggish. It's
not that bad for me.
What you saying, Miguel?
It depends on your hard drive too. But
yeah, true.
I feel like they tried, obviously. They started it and usually it takes like to the next console until they actually like see their vision,
refine it. Yeah.
I think it's gonna be a lot better. I think they're in doing this because now the PlayStation Store is gonna be integrated instead of like opening an app.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you see like a screenshot, it's gonna be able to like tell you like, oh, go buy fucking this game and it's on sale or whatever. I think it's gonna be something more like that.
Yeah.
I mean, what you could do on PS4, but you have to open up the PlayStation Store.
Right, and it takes fucking
and
forever
this is
to
gonna be a
load
lot
it.
easier, a lot better overall.
So yeah, everything just looks faster, smoother. I mean, everything is also based on the video. Faster.
It looks a lot less clunky now too.
Yeah, way less clunky. Yeah, just smooth, I feel like is the goal here. But they were showing off Sackboy's Big Adventure, which honestly, dude, this game looks fucking lit.
Yeah, it looks like a Mario fucking ripoff, dude, which I love. I fucking love it. Dude.
Yeah, like you can, like the world select is kind of like Mario. Yeah.
The only other 3D platformer I could think of any note recently was Super Lucky's Tale. Like, dude, make as many of these as you guys. Like,
I know. I hope this game sells.
Have you seen Astrobot? That's what's gonna be too, dude.
VR though.
And it's gonna be free.
Astro's Playroom is gonna be legit too, man, and it's free. I know it's gonna be so good.
It might be the game to like play, bro. They won.
That's what I'm saying.
And it's free. Like my friend Brandon that listens to the show, he even said like he's almost more excited for that than some actual like full length games because it just looks so good.
Just because
I'm telling you, man,
like, VR version was so good, dude, and this is gonna be this is the sequel.
Yeah, rescue mission. Yeah, basically,
it's also
pretty much
confirmed that it's going to be around a 4 to 5 hour game.
Yeah.
Like it's a legit game, yeah. It's not just like a demo. So
it's gonna have cool worlds based on like the system architecture itself. Have some old PlayStation Easter eggs. Yeah,
I'm telling you, one day we're gonna have Sackboy unzip himself, and it's gonna be Astro inside. I'm telling you,
that'd be hilarious.
A Horizon Zero Dawn moment, like
accepts himself, and it's gonna be fucking
Ellie. What?
Ellie, and then she sips herself. It's gonna be fucking
Kratos.
And then it's Kratos, and it's gonna keep going until it's Sackboy again.
That's like a PS3 era.
That is something that would have happened in PS3 era.
Of just them constantly unzipping their faces, but it's like
and then it's what's his name from the fucking commercials. Fucking Kevin. What's his name?
Kevin Butler.
Kevin Butler.
Yeah, he's back.
Sackboy unzips himself, and it's Kevin Butler.
However, back to the UI itself.
He pulls out the move fucking gun from Killzone.
The move.
He left us, bro. He's on fucking Firestone tires. But the activity feed shows it's pretty much shit we had on the Xbox One last gen. But you could see your progress through levels. You could jump directly into levels from trophies, from challenges, from these little cards, as they're called.
Yeah, so they actually showed you're able to look through the different basically trophies, really. They're activities, but I mean essentially it boiled down to probably what would amount to it.
Seems like it's additive.
Different levels,
but there's activities.
But you were able in Sackboy at least. I don't know if this is going to apply for third party games, but it looks like first party games are going to start using this, where the whoever was controlling the game was able to jump from activity to activity, and it loaded a whole new section of the game in like a second. Like the animation took longer than the loading did. Like it was crazy.
Yeah, so I mean, now that you say that about third party,
I'm sure it's gonna be up to developers.
It is. No, it's up to developers. First party, of course, will have it. Spider-Man, they already said it's gonna have these cool card features, but
even second party, I assume will too.
What incentive would Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War? I guarantee Call of Duty's Black Ops Cold War will not have cool cards like this.
Not this game.
I honestly, this one might not just because it was such a rushed out game, but I could see them actually doing something cool with that.
I mean, dude, there's so many. Speaking of the activity feed, I was talking on the PS4.
Even just for campaign, like, I got to go back to mission 3 to do this one objective. Let me go to the activities.
No, speaking of why I was saying the activity feed sucks. If you look at the BioShock collection activity feeds, it's literally a link to the 2K website, and that's it. That's all the information you get when you hit down on that game. So if like 2K's just doing the bare minimum,
2K, bro. That's
what I'm saying. That's like, but
it's gonna depend.
That's what I'm saying. So I don't want all my 2K games to not have cool cards like Sackboy does. I would want them to have the cool cards.
Yeah, it's gonna be based on the dev.
That's up to the developer and the publisher, bro.
I agree. What? That's what I'm saying. Then they showed there's the official news thing, which like the Switch has that, and I don't really care for that. It's such a weird feature that like console makers are trying to throw at you, like, follow the news for this game.
You would be surprised how many people probably go into that.
Yeah. Anthony, how much do you use the news pop up on the Switch?
That's more like for a casual fucking gamer,
it depends.
bro.
It depends on what the game is. Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
Like I'll like check through it sometimes if I see there's a notification in it on Switch, but I don't use it all the time. When you were talking about the activity feed before, I thought you meant like the friends feed, not the. I didn't realize you meant like scrolling down on the where you scroll down, or you press down on an icon for a game. Yeah, I'm not talking about that. I was talking about like the friends feed is what I was thinking.
Oh no, I was talking about okay.
The news. Oh, the official like PlayStation News fucking like Explore thing. To me, seems like that's where they're gonna end up putting like small videos of like new games coming out and like promotional stuff that they're gonna like
a pseudo mini PlayStation
like
blog.
Little maybe Fortnite has an event and like selling skins and they're gonna put it there. That's where people, and if you click it, it's gonna give you like the video and maybe a link that you click and it's just like you could buy really quick. Right. That's what I see that being, bro. And that's gonna be like, really big for like casual players that like are into that stuff.
I agree with that 100%. It's just that like in a world where it's like, if you have a video, it's like, I'll go on YouTube for a video. I'll like find out this information on Twitter. It's like, it's weird that this is the place, but this is just me speaking. I'm sure there are people that purchase things.
There's different levels to us, bro.
But however, in the video, they showed Destruction All-Stars had a little news thing, just tapped into that, showed how quick you can jump into other games. Was very quick. However, I'm going to make a stink about it right now. Real quick, though, this UI video did not confirm any multi-game launch, multi-game suspension.
I think it's going to be
Xbox, anything that Xbox Series X has. I hope it's next week. But I'm just being.
They're gonna have more. They said they're gonna have a lot more. This was just focused more on the UI and the little stuff they wanted to touch.
Let's hope. I do want to point out the fact that they showed the what I don't remember. Was it create now instead of share? The create button.
Yeah.
You can actually take a screenshot and it doesn't take a week and a half to do it. So that's all I care about.
For now.
Because it's like literally I'll try to take a screenshot of something and then by the time it processes, it's fucking the moment's gone.
Fast on the beginning of the PS4. It was.
Yeah. It was really fast.
Hopefully it stays this way on the PS5.
We'll see.
Speaking of video, though, they showed this interesting. I hope more games use this than just first party, but pretty much in-game game guides. And I like how Sid Schumann describes it, where he's like, so now you don't have to search online and possibly get spoiled, which is a great thing. Because if I'm searching, oh shit, I didn't mean level 4, I meant level 5. Oh, I just saw the level 4 boss. Like, I saw level 5 boss. Oh, fuck.
Now my concern is that no third parties are going to take advantage of it.
Yeah, I don't think third parties are going to.
But like God of War 2 or God of War 5 or whatever, Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Let's say Ragnarok. 100%. You're like, God damn it! Like I'm so tired of looking for these fucking Odin ravens, and you just pop up the guide, and it's like, hey, there's 7 ravens in this area still.
Yeah, and then it shows you the video in the spot. Amazing.
You could do the picture-with-picture stuff.
That's huge. I want to take a moment and talk about the picture-in-picture stuff because that I think is awesome.
So if you're in or you want to talk about the picture-in-picture or the.
I want to talk about picture-in-picture, because the Shareplay picture-in-picture, basically.
So, unless Miguel, you want to say something about the guides?
I want to say something about the guide real quick.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Is there an opportunity for like people that like? I'm echoing.
Yeah, you are okay.
Not mine.
For someone that like when I'm going for a trophy, right, and I look up like PlayStation trophy guides or whatever. Like the videos or whatever it is.
Power picks.
Is there opportunity that they could partner up with them?
Ooh.
And like obviously have guidelines like, hey, you can't show spoilers, maybe, and they like pay, they could go, maybe they go with
maybe this is how Power Picks gets big.
Yeah, bro. Like there's an opportunity for that.
You know, it would be cool. Yeah. If you could have like verified uploaders.
Yes,
so
exactly.
It's like
that's
the PowerPix guy it's like user generated, but it's not like YouTube. It has to be, you have to be a PowerPix or a PSN profiles guy, and then you could upload
you have to
developer doesn't want to.
Exactly. That would be fucking fantastic, bro.
Yeah, that would be cool.
And that way, obviously, they're gonna have their YouTube stuff, right? But that way, they could help the consumer and obviously get paid too, right? By PlayStation, and that's a feature that. Looking at what we saw, it seems like PlayStation notices that that's a huge thing with the community.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So much so that they're locking it behind PlayStation Plus as well.
Exactly, bro. Like I hope they would like extend their hand and tell creators like, hey, if you guys want, you guys could sign up. And then there's like guidelines for stuff like that,
right? Like
trophies and stuff
almost
like
the Xbox Ambassador Program thing, but
yeah,
for
exactly.
like Sony.
That would be fucking amazing, bro. In my
sure,
opinion.
IGN wouldn't be happy about that.
Yeah, no, I agree 100% with that.
I mean, they're in a couple years they'll be out of business if they don't change their stuff.
He said it, not me.
Yeah,
I'm not getting hired by IGN, so I don't care.
But no, that's a great idea, Miguel, actually, because that would fill in so many gaps from games that don't have the time, the resources to add these to their games, have the user do it.
Yep.
But moving on to the Shareplay stuff. So you're in a PSN party. They were showing the new PSN parties that they're kind of on PS4 already. I don't know. I think it just makes it take longer on the current stuff. But if your friend is playing something and it's like, oh, yo, check out this cool section of this game, you can Shareplay quickly. I mean, you can kind of do that now, but like way easier on PS5. And you could picture it where it's just a little window where you can move it anywhere also.
And make it like 1/3 of the screen too.
Split screen view. Yeah, you could do a lot of cool things. So that's going to be awesome.
Anthony, go for
now,
it.
Because I think that this is awesome, especially like I know for a fact my friend Brandon is going to be playing Resident Evil 7 for his first playthrough, and he keeps because he played it for like a couple hours so far on PC, but he's going to play it on PS5 because it's in the Plus collection, which we'll get to later in the episode. But so like for him, where it's really his first full playthrough, if I'm like in the middle of, I don't know, if I'm just like bullshitting in Call of Duty with you and Tay, and he's like, dude, I can't get past this part, like help me out. He could share play a screen to me while I'm playing Call of Duty and be like, oh, you're in the house with the fucking old lady. You gotta like hide behind this box and then do, you know what I mean? Like I can help walk him through what he's doing in game. So like you can like help your friends do stuff. Now my question is, and my friend Brandon actually brought this up. Are you going to be able? Is there going to be a limitation to this? Like, are you not going to be able to do this in competitive games? Because like, let's say you and I are playing Fortnite. I know we don't play Fortnite anymore, but let's just
not a competitive game, but okay.
Fine. Fucking Warzone, Blackout, I don't know, something, a BR, just any BR.
Yeah, a BR, yeah.
Can we share play screens with each other so we could see each other's angles while we're playing?
I was thinking more like when you're streaming and like you want to maybe have me on the side so they can see.
That was my original idea, which doesn't really hurt anything. It's just like that way it's almost like me having you on a Zoom conference in a small corner which I think that would be awesome. But is there going to be a competitive element to this? Like does that make it? Does it give an unfair advantage, or do you think it's not really relevant? We're playing Apex Legends, and like you're on one corner and I'm on the other corner, and I can see exactly what you see by having it in picture to picture.
It might vary like in rank modes. Like if it's like regular playlist,
or like let's say Rainbow Six Siege then.
So I imagine it will have developers will have the same access to control as they do for this scene contains a spoiler, gameplay recording blocked. You know how many times you get gameplay recording blocked on stupid random things. So
it's just something to think about. I think overall it's a very cool feature, and I'm really excited to see what we can do with it. And I think again it's going to be huge for like if you're trying to help your friend get through part of a game, or like you said, if like you're doing something really awesome in like Red Dead, where you're like, holy shit, this fucking ghost just knocked me off my horse, and you could just like show it to me on SharePlay, and I could be like, whoa, that's a crazy ghost. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Dude, yeah. It's really coming down to the speed, and it seems like it has the speed, so it seems like everything's going to be super fast. Rounding out this convo on the UI, I just really want to highlight how games focused it is, so much so that when the main thing, the first tile is a game, media is a separate thing. So it's not, you're not mix and match, you're scrolling through your games. It's, I want to go to media, I'm going to media. It's segmented to its own spot. I like that.
Which is how it is now, but it wasn't like that originally, though, on PS4.
I mean, right now, the TV and video is the same size as a game, So it's like...
Yeah, I guess.
Same area. It's like they're both tiles. And then fucking current TV and video thing, I think is sluggish as hell, but I think it's just PS4 UI. But yeah, UI, we finally got it. We finally got the hardware. Any final thoughts on that?
Yes, one thing real quick. So the output of this is going to be 4K running HDR at 60.
Even just sitting on the dashboard looking at the UI.
Yes.
Yeah, which is great.
Which is fucking cool.
Which is great because I don't think, because it doesn't have HDR on the dashboard right now, right?
Not HDR, but 4K, yes.
Yeah.
The PS4 Pro outputs.
But not HDR, right? Because it always gives you that notice now when you launch a game in HDR and it says HDR enabled or whatever.
I'm looking at like Ratchet and Clank fucking like background thing, And that's probably like if it moves or whatever, like a little bit, like
I
the
hope themes
race or whatever.
I hope
that would be fucking cool.
It sucks. I'm going to lose all my PS4 themes, man. I have so many PS4 themes.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. The themes are gone.
I'm sure.
I'm sure there's going to be themes, but I just don't think the PS4 ones are carrying the PS5 because it's a different layout.
But yeah, that's all very cool stuff.
Do you guys like the new the layout?
Yeah, I think it's great.
Yeah,
I love it's minimalist. It's simple. It's not crazy. I think the Xbox one looks so clunky.
Better than the Xbox One.
Yeah, I think the new Xbox one they released. I mean, I know we sound biased, but I just never really. It's generally the same as it's been though with the new Xbox one.
I don't know why they moved from that.
Yeah, I thought
which one?
The second Xbox One revision for the home screen, I thought was great.
The one where they added avatars. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. That one.
No, I'm talking Xbox One. Xbox One. The second home screen revision they did for Xbox One, I thought was great, and then they kept tinkering with it more.
Yeah. Now I'm pretty sure you could get the Xbox Series X UI on your Xbox One.
Yeah, that's been updated
because they're trying to streamline it. They're trying to streamline it to make it all the same.
So every Xbox is gonna look the same.
Yeah. Just shouts out Xbox while we're talking about the multi-resume thing. Alana Pierce posted a video where she had 2 games running on the thing, turned off the system, unplugged the Xbox Series X for a whole day for 24 hours, plugged it back in. Same exact spot in Ori.
That's cool.
You don't have to look. Insane. And then she swapped to Fable and then same exact spot. SSDs, bro.
Before we move from this, there's when you put the console in res mode, it says charge controller,
the PS4,
download
the PS5
updates, the PS5, yes, and suspend your games, not games. Now, they haven't talked about this. I'm sure they said they're going to talk about it more. I think they're going to do the same thing.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous that that's just a wording, like a semantics thing that you're.
I mean, PS4 says game, not games.
True.
It might be only like 2 games for now, which is fine. I don't care.
Even just more than one would be good. Yeah.
I mean, both consoles already do 1, like the current gen consoles. I'm sure it's gonna do at least 2 or 3.
It's got to.
I would like to just keep Apex in the background while I play something else so I can hop over Apex to my daily.
From the UI.
I think we'll get something.
It seems like from now on, like every week they're going to release something.
Yeah, it was weird in the UI video where the narrator kept saying, "Oh, we're almost out of time. We're almost out of time." And it was like weird. So I'm assuming we're getting another video.
This is a pre-recorded video that you guys just dropped.
Yeah, like it was very strange that he kept saying that.
What are you talking about?
Like it's almost like it's almost like he was recording like 5 videos in a row, and that one video was running out of time. So I don't know. Maybe I hope we at least get one more.
I like these videos, but yeah, technically it was a state of play. By the way, you guys noticed that?
It was.
It was a state of play.
The beginning says state of play.
Yep. Very short.
The video title I don't think says state of play, but they used the intro.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Just run through these ones.
Yeah, I got you.
The Astro one we already talked about, but just run through them quick.
I got you. Moving on to other PlayStation small stuff. PlayStation Store, the web browser, will stop selling PS3, PSP, and Vita games.
So web and mobile app.
Not surprising.
Yeah. So if you want to get a PS3, PSP, and Vita game, you got to go to the respective hardware stores. Not surprising because they are streamlining the PSN experience to make it more PS4,
yeah, the Vita store
focused.
Is a nightmare.
I know, so that sucks that it's not going to be available
PSP
online.
store was actually decent for considering the time, like the era that it was in.
They dropped the PSN store downloads for September. A little interesting because if you looked at the NPD, which counts physical and digital sales, Marvel Avengers is number 1 for the month of September. But for I guess that's for all consoles. Interesting, because now I'm thinking like, oh wait, 2K could just be PlayStation 4. But for PSN digital, number 1 is 2K21 NBA, and then Avengers 2nd, Tony Hawk 3, Madden NFL 4, and then Fall Guys at number 5. Now that it's a paid game, so as a paid game, Fall Guys made number 5 because it was only free in August. So shouts out there. Any cool Kingdom
Red Dead Redemption Reckoning? It's crazy. GTA 5 is at number 7, man. It's like I don't understand.
Who is still buying this game?
Who doesn't own it? and they're giving it to us free next year when PS5 launches.
Yeah.
God of War. Like, I wonder why it's sold, and it's like at 17. when they announced it, it's gonna be free.
I bet it was on sale for $20 or something.
Yeah, it was probably on sale.
They had the Games of the Generation sale last month. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's true.
And it was right. It was on the front page. So
I mean, I'm sure it was like $20, bro, and that game's worth fucking. I would have paid $100 for that fucking thing.
I 100%. PSVR games, Vader Immortal, the Star Wars VR series, amazing game,
shit.
Rightfully up there.
I feel like this is the same exact list as the prior month.
Yeah. Well, I mean, no, Vader was a new game, so that's why. Beat out Beat Saber up top. Rocket League as the top free-to-play game. Spellbreak at number 2. And then the breakout success that everyone's talking about, Genshin Impact, number 3. So maybe, I think next month it'll probably be number 1.
Probably.
Oh, wait, hold on. That's crazy. Time out. Rocket League is number 1. Yeah. That's the first time ever. Because it went free-to-play last month.
Free.
Yeah.
I know, that's cool that it's now in the free-to-play section. All right, very cool. And then DLCs, obviously Fortnite.
It's so weird seeing like Destiny 2 under free to play now.
I know, it technically is. Along with the UI changes, all this new generation stuff coming, we also got a big changes to the trophy leveling system. What used to be a 0 to 100 level system is now a 0 to 999 system. Trophy worthiness is still not clear. It's like, so wait, are all platinums still worth exactly the same? If a 15-minute platinum to a 1,500-hour platinum?
Whatever it is, bro.
So it's a weird...
I wonder if the percentage of completed factors into it too.
I honestly don't know.
Percentage completed when you earn it maybe is affected by it. So like if you're the first person to get the platinum, it's worth more than the thousandth person to get that platinum. You know what I mean?
That would be cool. I don't think that's confirmed, but that would make sense.
Yeah, I'm just saying like maybe it's something like that.
But I guess now you will be leveling up faster. That's really the biggest change. Rather than being stuck on 24 for I think literally the whole year I was 24. I'll now be going up the ranks more. And Outriders got delayed to February 2021. That was supposed to be a November title.
I think Miguel and I are both happy about that, because we're gonna actually be able to focus on it instead of having all kinds of shit at the same time.
It would have died if it would have come out on around the launch day.
We're pretty stacked coming up, man. I got Hitman in January. I'm gonna play Outriders too, I think. What else? I mean, there's so much shit coming out.
I mean, early 2020 is going to be huge.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were talking about 2021, but...
I mean,
I meant 2021, yeah.
Launch window. I think they said it was going to be day off. So
am I tripping, or is there a Far Cry coming out? There is.
Far Cry 6 is coming out in like March, isn't it?
I think it is 2021.
It's 2021, definitely, but I don't remember if it was like March or April.
Yeah.
It's probably going to get delayed, I feel.
You think? One delay? Yeah, probably.
Hold on. Isn't Watch Dogs Legion supposed to like come out next week?
Oh, it's this month.
The last day, the 30th, I think.
I swear to God, that game is still going to get delayed, even though it's so close. Even though it's gold, I think it's still going to get delayed.
It is gold. Yeah.
They already got delayed. Fucking one.
Yeah. I think
it was supposed to come out last year.
I think last year November was supposed to come out. But speaking of games that won't be pushed off, Bugsnax is officially a launch title. They released the voice cast list for that as well. Yuri Lowenthal and a bunch of like top tier guys. So that's gonna be a
Fred Tatasciori's doing it.
Yeah, the guy who did he's a Nikolai, I think.
He's in everything, dude. He's in everything. He was the monster voices for the Beauty and the Beast unit in Metal Gear Solid 4. He's fucking isn't he Baird in Gears?
He is, yeah.
Like he's in everything. He's like what's his name that plays Bender? Also Marcus.
Joe DiMaggio.
Joe DiMaggio. He's like Joe DiMaggio. He's just in everything.
Or John DiMaggio, sorry.
John DiMaggio. Yeah, I was gonna say like you said that, then I just said it because you
Bugsnax doesn't have the classic Nolan North, Troy Baker.
Roger Craig Smith's in it though.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. Why am I blanking? Who plays Ellie?
I almost said Laura Bailey. Ashley Birch. No, Ashley Birch is
not Ashley
Aloy.
Birch. Come on,
Ashley Birch is Aloy.
Ellie? Yeah.
She was also in Last of Us Part 2 also, but
I don't know. Look it up.
Oh my God, why can't I remember? Like I see her face and everything. Ashley Johnson,
suck my donkey. And then the Black Ops Cold War beta was last weekend, as well as this current weekend. This is the last weekend it's available, right? Or is there one more?
Is it?
This is the last weekend.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the new stuff. We talked about the alpha. We talked about the first beta weekend on the Lost episode, but I guess let's keep it focused to maybe the new mode and the new changes. So the new mode.
Everything.
Yeah, we'll talk about everything. Fine. Dirty Bomb essentially is a 10-team, 4-person, 10 teams battle royale style game in the sense that you drop into the map. However, there are respawns, and what you're trying to do is go around the map, collect loot as you would in a battle royale, get uranium, deposit it into 5 areas, and then arm those areas, and then they blow up, and then you get points. But you're fighting with everyone else to, deposit, to arm, and to explode. My biggest issue with it personally, it's a cool concept when you watch a trailer and stuff and just think about it. But my issue with it is some of the score streaks that you find in crates, which are everywhere, are just so OP. So any aerial score streak, attack helicopter, what do you call it? A chopper gunner, any of them are just ridiculously OP and make the game unbearable because you literally can't be outside anywhere on the map without getting shot across the map by a fucking helicopter. And you're supposed to take it down with a rocket launcher, 4 rockets. It's unthinkable. I think it would be a better mode if they took those out, but it has some tuning to do. What do you guys think of the beta? And I guess let's start off with Dirty Bomb.
I just think combined arms just shouldn't have aerial kill streaks in general because we were playing combined arms assault.
Or tanks.
Or tanks, especially tanks. But we were playing combined arms assault and it was on Cartel, and we're trying to go to the 1 point because it's basically like big team hard point, essentially. And we literally got hit by over 10 artillery strikes
right at the end
in the same exact spot on the 1 point you're supposed to capture. So it's not like it's domination where there's 3 or 5 points where you got to catch, and someone's doing it on 1 point and you can go to the other ones.
You got to push.
It's literally either run in and die or let them have it and lose. So. And it was literally 10 artillery strikes. It's not like it was 1, 2, 3. It was
that's every single with the score streak.
We kept going again. Oh my god, over and over again. It was insane.
It was nonstop. That's one of my problems with the score streak, which is fucking stupid. But whatever. Talking about Dirty Bomb, I played with Tay. I think it was half a match because, like I said, tanks shouldn't be in that mode. I think it would be a lot better if you take the score streaks and tanks and stuff like that out of that mode. I mean,
R6D is fine. R6D counter UAV.
Mouse kill streaks, sure, but the big kill streaks. What do you call it?
The War Machine. That's fine. But yeah, no, any big ones are crazy.
In my opinion, tanks shouldn't be in the fucking game. I don't know why they keep putting fucking tanks in the game. Fuck, man. I think that mode would be better without the tanks and the high kill streaks, in my opinion. That's pretty much confirming that that's gonna be part of the map for the next Battle Royale fucking map for Warzone, in my opinion.
So there are 2 Dirty Bomb maps, both quite large, not Warzone style, but large maps. And I have a feeling they're going to do the Modern Warfare route of let's not reuse, but get the most bang for our buck when have the map integrate both in an MP map and a Battle Royale map.
Yep. Overall, right now, they just today, which is Friday the 16th, Activision activated, or I guess Treyarch activated double XP for weapons and
levels.
Which for XP for weapons, which is good because you level up so slow using fucking guns. I don't know why they didn't activate this last week too.
But what does that even mean? Why not just have the rate faster? If in the beta you're making the rate faster,
it should have just been in by default.
What does that say about the base rate of earning shit?
It's so slow.
Well,
that's what a lot of people were
when the game actually launches, it makes sense because you're playing it over a long stretch. But for the beta, people want to try shit.
Yeah, we want to try and see if anything's broken so they can fix it. That's the point of the beta.
I think it should have just been how the alpha was, where just everything was unlocked.
I know, that by that logic, have everything unlocked.
Yeah.
It's so,
in the beta, I agree.
It's weird. But yeah, so what other new stuff was added today that you're about to say?
I don't know, dude. I'm giving a fuck. Other than the double XP. I'm sure they tweaked a couple bugs. I already seen people fucking, cause PC, getting into the maps, somehow. I don't know how. Seen people, inside the walls and stuff like that and hacking already.
I'm watching Tay play while we're recording, and she's come such a long way in Call of Duty. I'm like she actually just likes playing like in general, like even without us now. So
that's good.
And if you hear anything slamming in the background, it's her getting mad.
So there's a couple things I want to touch about the beta and the game overall, right? Because I'm a Call of Duty guy. Anthony is, and Treyarch and Jeff is, I don't know, fucking something.
I go by Treyarch sometimes. People call me Treyarch.
Yeah, I mean, you are a Treyarch guy. You suck on the bows, so I mean, whatever, it's fine. Now,
hold on, yeah. Before you go into the beta, Treyarch doesn't know how to make games. I'm sorry. I keep getting this bug 5 times now since the alpha. So I'll be fair, over 3 weekends. Bug where when a game starts, my controller shuts off. And
that's still going on?
No controller could reconnect. So I pick up my other controller. I try connecting that.
Supposedly they fixed that.
Well, supposedly they suck dick. I take a little pin. I hit the dot in the back. Doesn't work. I try, you're resetting the controller. I try plugging in the controller.
Nothing works. Nothing works.
Nothing. You have to hard restart your PlayStation. Meaning you have to hold it down until you get 2 beeps. Because if you put it in rest mode, it doesn't fix it. So, GG Treyarch for figuring out these most insane bugs. Black Ops 4's bugs was if you play the game, it breaks. Now this one's like, if you play the game, we turn off your controller, but the game still runs, and it's like, what are we even talking about?
No, we make you turn off your console.
You have to turn it off. Last time they turned it off for me, now I have to fucking turn it off. So Treyarch, I love you, man. I'm paying money for your games constantly, year over year. I'm skipping on the other games that you treat me like shit. I love it. Go. What were you saying?
That's hilarious, bro. You love them, and they just like find ways to just fuck you, bro.
Because I don't have any of the connectivity, any of the lag issues that you guys have, and that a lot of people do have. But I have the controller bug, and it's like,
So, Anthony, you want to talk about your internet problems when you were playing the game?
The only
that was
time
also a weird bug.
It's the only time this has happened with my router where. It was in the alpha and it was in this week's beta. It didn't really happen so much in last week's beta, but the alpha and then this week's beta
for a bit, and then they got like better.
My router just like fucking. It was almost like it was fried. Like even on my computer, like it just wasn't working. Like I lost connection to everything. I couldn't even use like Chrome. And it's only Call of Duty that it did that. And my router doesn't do that ever outside of it. And it happened to be in the beta and the alpha. So I don't know what happened.
So it was just
crazy.
This game.
It was crazy. Yeah, it was only Black Ops. Like Modern Warfare never does that. No, nope. I mean never. It doesn't ever do that ever. So I don't know what happened. It was very bizarre.
It's a bug, bro. It's a bug.
But like, how is it affecting my router though? Like, is it the ports that it's using or something?
Dude, how is it affecting the controller's ability to connect?
But it did that with my wireless headset in the alpha too. What you're saying with the controller. It's so weird. It's so bizarre.
Yep.
I don't understand. Like it's only Treyarch. It's only Treyarch. It's so weird. Infinity Ward doesn't have this issue. Sledgehammer didn't have this issue when they existed. Like it's just so strange that Treyarch. They find ways to do weird shit.
There must be a super easy response where, like, if Vaughn told you, like, yeah, it's because we can't get this thing connected. Oh, you see this? Yeah, this is supposed to 1 + 1 is supposed to equal 2, and it keeps equaling 3. And you're like, oh, okay, I see that's the reason. That's annoying. I'm like, I don't understand, but just they don't tell us.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey guys, fix it. You guys get paid fucking thousands of dollars to fucking.
They get paid $5,000 a year, and they can't even fix it. Ridiculous.
Yeah, $5,000 a year. It's probably like a week, maybe more. Jesus. Now, okay. Overall, the beta, the game has potential. I think it looks better than the alpha. Obviously, I think it runs better
visually. Yeah,
visually and gameplay wise. They nerfed the sliding from the alpha. It's still glitchy for me. It's still like it seems like they're like teleport when they're sliding. That's why a lot of people are doing it.
Wow, they just got a blue screen.
It's a lot shorter, but they still the animation of it. It's weird as fuck. But whatever.
Tay just got a blue screen in the beta.
In the Black Ops beta.
Nice report. Not surprising, it's Treyarch. Obviously, the animations are not what Modern Warfare are. Like, if I'm comparing to Modern Warfare is just a better game. In my opinion, so far. This is what we're gonna get. This beta is what we're getting next month. In a month.
Yeah, for the most part. I think that Black Ops Cold War is fun, but I think it is technically, like from a tech level, a step backwards for Modern Warfare.
Yes, I agree. Their Treyarch, their connections are garbage. Their netcode.
But even just visually, the game just visually looks worse than Modern Warfare. I don't know what it is about Treyarch that like they almost make more cartoony looking games versus
cartoony, which is whatever. But
I mean, I'm gonna have fun with the game. I'm not trying to rag on it, but it just does feel like a step backwards. Like remember even when I said like Infinite Warfare looks better than Black Ops 4, despite it coming out 2 years earlier. Like it's just so weird how Treyarch just doesn't seem to really care about the fidelity of the game. They just want to make a. I mean, they do make fun games, so I'll give them that. Yeah, I'll give them props for that. They do make fun games. I don't know how fun this game is gonna be because the maps fucking suck. But
the beta is the funnest I've had, the most fun I've had in a Call of Duty multiplayer lobbies since Black Ops 3. Really,
yeah, but you also really haven't put that much time into multiplayer in Call of Duty since Black Ops 3 either. So.
Yeah.
No, that's not true. I'm like
as much as we have.
Play Black Ops 4.
I have like 7 days of Black Ops 4's MP alone.
Yeah, but we probably have like 20 in multiplayer.
Yeah, but you never play with us.
4 days or something.
Yeah.
No, but how much multiplayer did you play in World War II, Infinite Warfare, Modern Warfare? You know what I mean? You didn't even own Modern Warfare.
In the past fucking 3 Black Ops, this is the most fun I've had in this Black Ops. So I'm positive, and I think it's gonna be fun. I'm not trying to rag on it, but fidelity wise, it is a step back in for Call of Duty from Modern Warfare. It's a beta, and I'm sure you're going to be saying the exact opposite.
But it's the art style, though, man. It's not what they're gonna completely overhaul the textures for the full release. This beta is what we're gonna get.
No. I meant more for the PS5. The PS5.
All right,
I'll give you that.
Reassess on the PS5.
But okay, a couple more things.
The campaign,
the connections
thing they showed off in the last PS5 thing, that was beautiful. What do you say? The connections,
yeah. Sure. Connections are bad in my opinion. Every fucking time that we start playing, they feel the first day are just bad. Like yesterday, I stopped playing because I couldn't fucking deal with it. I'm dying faster than Modern Warfare for whatever fucking reason, even though the time to kill is, and that's because of the lag. They're shooting first, and I'm like not even like looking at them, but whatever. The other thing, the score streaks, I think that's a bad system. And I know for you, Jeff, you keep saying that it's a good system for you because you're a casual player. That this is why you're now the 1.0 fucking guy, right? Because that's what
you've made it to the podcast. My kill death ratio is always 1.0, which I take pride in, which means I have as many kills as deaths, if you don't know. Which I take pride in as I don't ruin the team. You know, if I'm on your team, it's the reason you lost isn't because of me. There's going to be someone else who has a negative, who has an under 1.0 KD.
I'll give you that.
Every single time I look at Jeff on the scoreboard, he's 13-13 or 15-15,
which is great. Hey, whatever, it's fine. For the first time in a while, Jeff actually played with us, and because of that, the lobbies were fucking super easy for me, and I was destroying people with a marksman rifle. And now that I thought it was fucking actually good. And now that I started using it like yesterday, that thing sucks. Because of skill-based matchmaking, of course. The other thing, I think score streaks are going to suck. Anthony, you were given the example of that reason why I think it's going to suck. Because people are going to have their score streaks towards the end of the match. So that's going to end up deciding the games. Who has more score streaks at the end of the game? Mm-hmm. That's what's gonna decide the games. That is fucking stupid. And I know, Jeff, for you, like if you're playing TDM or like free for all, that's cool, whatever. I don't mind it. But for like objective game modes, that is the stupidest fucking thing they could do. I hope they go back to the system that they had with Black Ops 2, 3, and 4. That was a better system. You should not retain your score, your score when you die, in my opinion. Any thoughts on that, Jeff? Anthony?
I mean,
Jeff likes it because he gets more score streaks.
Yeah, I personally like it because I am now able to pretty much get a solid mid to high tier score streak once per game, whereas back in the day, I would never get them except for one crazy Nuketown game where I somehow got a 15 kill streak. Like, I understand why, someone who is used to the older system would not like this. However,
it's not that I don't like it. I don't think it's well balanced at all.
I really am in different lobbies. Because I am not.
I know you are.
I am not with people who are getting. There isn't 1,000 attack.
They're running around
in the game.
bunny hopping, slide canceling. Why? Yeah, that's what I'm.
We're really playing different games essentially. So it's hard for me.
Yeah,
it's
bro.
like apples to oranges. Because the lobbies I'm in seem to have pretty balanced dispersal of kill streaks. Where there'll be enemy has counter UAV, I shoot it out of the sky. Then there's a chopper gunner. But I shoot out but then one of our guys has something.
Like you're not dealing with the stuff I'm dealing, obviously, and I get that. But you see sometimes why I say skill-based matchmaking is bad, because I like running around with a pistol sometimes. Like me and Anthony did it in Modern Warfare. We're running around with a Magnum, and we're actually having some type of success with it. And if you want to get camos, like the Damascus camos or whatever, you need to do that. And then with the lobbies that you're in, like where I am, sometimes you just can't compete.
It's all people using the metal loadouts that are camping corners, and
that's not fun. It's not me complaining that I can't hang, because I can. It's just me.
Have to resort to the
if I want to just
right. There's no match where you can just go for a camo or something. If a camo is get 25 melees with this weapon, you're never gonna get that in your lobbies because you have to use the fucking.
Because you have to be playing at the top of your skill level because your account is high.
If not, you're just gonna get destroyed and not even gonna be able to do anything for the challenge that you're trying to do. That's my problem with the skill-based match. Not because I'm sense. I can't get 30 kills and
on a match where I hear him complain, he'll be 27-6.
Yeah.
So it's not that he's not good enough. He's definitely good enough.
I'm not complaining because I'm sucking, I'm getting destroyed. It's because this fucking camping guy, and I just destroy him every time. I know where you're camping. I know how to get rid of you, and I'm gonna do that. And because I just want to run. That's how I like playing sometimes. And I'm using the sniper. Like I said, I got a race. I forgot. The most fun I had with Modern Warfare, it's since the new sniper came out. Because it's fucking OP as hell. And I'm actually running more with a sniper running around.
Well, because you're using it as a shotgun.
I'm using it as a shotgun, as a marksman rifle, as a sniper. It's great. It's fantastic. I love it. And it's actually fun running around. I wonder why. Jesus.
All right.
I gotta say, you definitely convinced me on the whole skill-based matchmaking argument when you brought up not being able to play in odd ways. Because it's that's a good point.
If you just want to try a sucky gun, you can't, bro.
That's a good point.
You have to use an M4 or a fucking MP5.
Listeners, if you don't understand why skill-based matchmaking is an issue, I haven't for ever, think what if someone who is being matched up with high skill level. And it's been somewhat confirmed
too that if you buy stuff, if you buy stuff, it gives you easy lobbies.
Who confirmed that? How was that tested even?
I feel like that's been tested over the past year.
Yeah. Okay.
They have confirmed
exclusive Ace and Drift
buy stuff, it gives you easy lobbies.
Yeah. That goes back to the fucking patent we saw Activision.
Exactly. That's the patent
that they denied, even though it's real.
This is why they're taking you out of a lobby and matchmaking. Exactly. I hope that's not a thing. Because in the alpha, it was like it used to be before. Since the beta, they went back to how it is in Modern Warfare, and I fucking hate it.
So essentially, after every game,
you can never stay in a lobby.
New players.
You never stay in the lobby. So if you want, you have a nice little competition, in Search and Destroy with someone, that there goes.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. So,
Anthony, you about to say something? Or
I was just going to say, let's just move on to the last thing in the episode because we're
so that's Call of Duty there. The last thing is we are going to rank the PlayStation Plus collection, the PS5 collection. As the PS5 is coming out soon, we're going to be doing some cool end of the generation, games of the generation wrap-ups. I'm sure we're going to get some cool more PS5 breakout episodes.
I'd say probably next week or week after, maybe we're going to, there's a list from Game Informer that has...
oh, yes. That's cool.
It has games of the generation by category. So we're going to go over that, and then we're going to add in our own as well, too. If it's not listed there. So, but that'll be maybe next week or the week after, depending on how much news there is. But yeah, so this week we're going to be doing this. Jeff, why don't you explain to the listeners how we're going to be going about this ranking? Because in the past, we've done like when we do our game of the years at the end of the year, we've done where we'll each make our own list, and then based on where those positions were for all three of ours. We'll like do an aggregate of that. We're doing a little different for this. So why don't you explain how we're going to do it? Because you told us, you're the one that came up with this idea.
So, I mean, if this is stolen from, Kind of Funny's interview series, but essentially I'm going to say one game and then that's going to be number one on the list, and then bring the next game and then say, is that above that number one or below that number one? And then that's going to have number 1 and 2. And then we're going to build it out from there. And it's keep on taking a new game from the list, taking the next game on the list, essentially, and seeing where it ranks in our current list. So starting off, it's alphabetical list we have here, but Batman Arkham Knight. Okay, it's number 1. Great game. We all agree on that. Yes. Battlefield 1, better or worse than Arkham Knight? I would put it under.
I would put it under just because the servers were ass when it came out.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not that bad compared to 1. The 4, I mean, Battlefield 4.
But we're not talking. Well, yeah, Battlefield 4 was broken. Like Battlefield 4 was unplayable. Yeah. But I would still say under.
I would agree with
Arkham Knight. The ending of Arkham Knight, I still have problems with, but the journey to the ending in Arkham Knight, I thought was excellent. Except for the tank stuff. The actual Batmobile like driving parts, I thought were fun. It was the tank stuff specifically.
I love Tay in the background fucking going off. Playing.
She's actually playing really well though, man. I saw her do a slick ass like slide, throw a grenade, run around the corner. So.
Next B game, Bloodborne. Now, I personally don't really like Bloodborne that much. Anthony, where do you think this stands?
It's got to go above these two, I think.
Above these two?
I'll give you that. I never played it, so...
I'll give it in this... I think, knowing enough about it, I think it is better than Arkham Knight, but I don't think it's going to get higher than some other games.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to stay number 1 for us, but I do think it needs to be above those two.
Days Gone. So now, is that... I would say Days Gone, from what I played of it, I would put above Battlefield 1, but below Arkham Knight. What do you guys think about that?
See, I personally really liked Days Gone. See, Arkham Knight, it's just been so long since I played it, so like my first instinct was put it over Arkham Knight, but I think it needs to go under it. Yeah, I think it needs to go under it.
Yeah, under just makes sense. Now this one's going to be interesting. Detroit Become Human.
Ooh.
I'm going to say the top of the list right now.
I didn't play it. So I mean, I'm just not in. I'm just not into these games. Above, top of that, above Bloodborne.
Yes,
I think Detroit.
Storytelling, dude. As much shit that the David Cage gets, his games usually are really good. The storytelling. And that game,
I think that there's another game that did his genre better on this list, but
we'll get up there. Yeah, I'm sure. But right now, we're comparing those games so far, okay?
You got.
All right, next one up.
So Detroit, top of the list right now. Fallout 4, great game.
I'm so torn on this because if we're talking the PC version of Fallout 4, it's at the top of the list. But we're not talking about the PC version of it, so it's.
We're playing it on the PS5. We're playing on the PS5.
True.
Bottom.
I doubt it's going to get an update.
I would put it above Arkham Knight.
I'm putting it bottom.
Come on.
You guys know what I think about the Fallout games.
It's got to be around Arkham Knight.
So Dev, it's up to you.
It's got to be around Arkham Knight, I think.
Anthony, you said above Arkham Knight?
It's better than Battlefield 1. Are you guys fucking kidding me?
I am going to put it, let's break even. I'm going to put it below Arkham Knight.
Okay.
One below Arkham Knight.
It's better than Days Gone.
Looking at it again.
I love it. I will fall for it.
I think Battlefield 1 should be above Days Gone, I think.
Battlefield 1 above Days Gone?
Although, I don't know. The story kind of sucked, though. So, leave it. Just leave it.
Oh, the story in Battlefield 1 is...
Yeah, it's ass. So, I'll tell minus points for that.
The multiplayer is amazing, though.
All right, so the next two I'm going to say should be at the top of the list, but flip them.
15 at the top of the list.
And then God of War above it.
I'm going to say 15 under...
Under Detroit, in my opinion.
I'm going to say under Detroit as well, but above Bloodborne.
Yes.
I think
all right. Concede to that. I think it should be above it, but I'll agree to that. It got award number 1, of course.
It's 2 against 1, bro. So
all right.
We're kind of skipping through God of War, but God of War is number 1.
God of War's clearly
in my list is number 1. I don't care what the fuck. You guys put something on top of that, I will fucking
no.
Out of this list, there's nothing on top of it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Instant collection. Infamous Second Son.
The fact that they're giving God of War alone for free.
The fact that God of War is free is amazing. I love it.
Wait. There's a list here. I'm gonna do this really quick.
Nice, yeah.
That's how far
3 enter spaces under God of War.
It's like 4 of them, okay? That's far and above, the best game.
All right, so Infamous Second Son.
Infamous
I think it
Second Son,
goes
here's where it gets interesting.
under Fallout 4, I think.
Yes.
It's a good game, but it's not
Above
better than
Days
Ghost of
Gone,
Tsushima.
under Fallout 4, yeah.
Like,
That
Ghost of
sounds right to me.
Tsushima is Sucker Punch's big
okay,
game for this
so
generation, I would
What do
say.
you think, Miguel?
You guys were putting. Oh, I think it's above Fallout 4.
As an Infamous fan, I'll throw it there. Just why not?
All right.
And
I'm fine with that. I'm fine. The PS4 version of Fallout 4, I'm okay with that.
yeah,
I mean, we are talking about Fallout 4 PS4.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. So I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Last
next
Guardian.
one, I'm pretty much the only experienced with this. Last Guardian
I
is
played
a
the first
offensive
hour
game.
of it. Yeah, I'm at the bottom.
Last Guardian is violently offensive how
Right at
shitty
the
it is. This is as far away from the bottom of the list as God of War is on top of the list. Last of Us Remastered.
I would say under
Last
Final
of
Fantasy
Us.
15 just because it's a remake. It's a remaster.
Whoa.
It's a remaster.
Okay.
If we're talking the
I was gonna
PS3
make some-
I
list,
think too, and I think we should put it like right here.
it's not.
I
Come
know, yeah.
on.
No,
It's still
okay.
got a lot of
Right.
clunk to it, man. I mean,
Yes, I get it's a
I
remaster.
just played it. I just replayed it before Last of Us 2.
I replayed it
It's
before Last of
the
Us 2 as
better
well.
game from the both. It's
Yeah.
the better story from both of them.
I'm not going to do a Last of Us 1, Last of Us 2 comparison right
No,
now,
no,
but
I'm
in
just-
terms of this
okay.
list. In terms of this list.
In this list, I think it's
It's
2
still got a
and-
lot of that weird PS3 clunk, though, man.
I don't think so. I just don't.
I don't think so.
I do think so.
2v1. Voting. Elections. Vote now. Monster Hunter World.
You guys played this. I'm out of this.
I
so.
did play it.
I would
Under
say.
Battlefield 1.
I was gonna say. No, it's a great game. You just don't like it. I would
I
say
know. All right, well, let me
quality wise, I would put it under Arkham Knight. I would say.
Sure. I do
Above
acknowledge
Infamous?
its quality.
Above
I do
Infamous.
acknowledge its quality, and I do have friends that love it, so I'll throw it under Arkham. I do like
Best
that.
Qualcomm selling game.
It is
Best selling
best
game for Qualcomm.
Capcom,
That's what I'm saying.
yeah.
We got to give it a little respect.
Mortal
people love
Kombat
it.
10. Mortal Kombat 10. It's a good game to have on this list, just in the fact that it's a
This is
fighting
what. Yeah,
game
this
and,
is
you
where
know,
it's gonna be a little bit of editorialization. I feel because we're gonna put this lower than other people
I
would.
played
feel.
this.
I feel.
Yeah, obviously.
And I like it. I don't
Where would you put
fucking
it?
get it.
I would say
Because I
above
fucking
Infamous.
suck at fighting games.
Under Monster Hunter, above Infamous, or between
would-
Infamous and Fallout.
I
I would put it under Infamous.
under Infamous just because it does have that 2-player.
But we're not fighting.
system.
We're not fighting game people. So
Yeah,
for other
exactly,
people, it's
yeah,
probably
yeah.
I
higher.
like
So
some
it's
fighting
of
games,
course going to
but
have
I'm like
opinion
a
in this
big
list.
fighting game guy. So
We played it. Yeah, I played Dragon Ball. You know.
Yeah, I think I might have even
Persona
beaten the story.
5.
at the bottom.
This is. This
I'm
is.
playing.
You got
I'm
put it
playing.
up above.
I'm playing. I said. I never played
Anthony,
it.
Did you ever start it in the end? I forget.
Oh yeah, I just never beat it because they announced
never beat
Persona
it,
5
okay.
Royal, and I was like,
It's
well, I don't know what to
600
do.
hours.
I have like
Um,
I have like 15 hours into it, and I'm like barely anywhere in it.
People say this is the best game ever. Anthony, you could put this game wherever you want, and I'll agree with it. This one's all you. Where do you think about logs? I just have no idea. Like
I would
don't-
put it above Detroit, under Last of Us.
Sure. People say this game is so good that it's like, wait, under Detroit?
Above Detroit, under Last of Us. So number 3
I
in the
kind
list so
of
far.
don't like that, but I'll allow it. Like I said. Now,
I'll
Ratchet
allow
and
it, I guess.
Clank. Ratchet and Clank 2016.
Ooh,
This
this
is
is such a good
top-notch
game. I'm gonna say
I would put it
around Bloodborne,
Persona.
Batman. Ooh, you're giving it that much credit. Okay.
Oh yeah,
I
I'll-
love
I thought you were gonna. I thought you were gonna put it
love
lower.
No,
I was
I
gonna
love
put
that
it-
game.
yeah. Ratchet and Clank's amazing. I would put it below Last of Us 3. Put it at
Wow,
3.
I'll be down with
that
that.
high? Wow.
Yeah, dude,
Dude, it's amazing.
I no,
The
I'm
only reason
I'm for
did
it.
not
I didn't
plan
think
on
you
the
guys
game
would
is
want to do
because
that.
I'm an idiot and I deleted my save
That's
Wow.
ridiculous. That's that.
by fucking mistake. 'cause I wasn't looking
I'm
at the
pleasantly
fucking thing.
surprised. I didn't think you guys were gonna rank it that high. I knew you
Dude,
guys liked it, but I didn't know you liked it that much.
can't wait for the new one, bro. Are you kidding me?
All right, so I
Yeah,
would say so under Last of Us, above Persona.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm
we
putting
gotta
it
respect
under.
Persona a little bit. Put it under Persona, above Detroit.
We do. I think Persona in the top 4 is pretty respectful.
But it's not gonna stay in the top 4 if you leave it there.
fine. I'll give it just because the cucks love it.
So
Please.
Persona 5, then Ratchet, then Detroit.
Because
it is-
Resident Evil 7 Biohazard.
So I'm
It's a
biased towards
spooky
this.
game,
I loved it.
Not my game.
I'm gonna
Miguel, did
say
you ever play it or no?
I played like 2-3 hours of it.
Okay, so it's an Anthony's game.
I don't
I'm-
like the first person thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna
I
be
thought it
honest.
was a
I
great
like
way to
third
change it
person.
up. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna say between Bloodborne and Arkham Knight.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
I love it. I love the game,
I
but
thought you were
I'm
gonna
also
put it
gonna be a
above
little
Final
realist.
Fantasy.
No, I'm gonna put not Final Fantasy 15.
Okay, now here's where it gets intense. Uncharted 4.
This is why I was saying if we didn't move Persona was going to get knocked out of the top 4. Because I think Uncharted 4 goes under Last of Us.
Ooh, what? Saying? Whoa.
I think it's the worst Uncharted of all of them.
Whoa. That is such a hot take.
I was going to say Uncharted under Last of Us.
3 are better than Uncharted 4.
I was going to put this.
I think it's just way too fucking long.
Okay, 2. I'm good with 2. I'm good with 2.
Yeah, 2. Anthony says 2.
I think
so
Last of Us is
3.
Better.
Put it 3 then if he's going to offset it.
Yeah, I think 3.
I think it's a better representation of PS4 than Last of Us Remastered.
Yes.
So it's weird because you guys aren't really taking into account the fact that it's a remaster. You know what I mean? Like if we're just looking at just the game itself, then sure, you put it under Last of Us.
The game. So I mean, for me, it's on the PS4, and it was better.
But it's going to be a PS3 game on PS5, realistically. You know
the
what
way
I
look at it, is people who have never played PlayStation got a PlayStation 5. And
the problem with Uncharted 4, and the reason why I'll concede to Miguel, it's way too long. It should have been 12 hours instead of 16.
Fair enough. And then the game that does David Cage better than David Cage, Until Dawn.
Under Ratchet and Clank, above Detroit.
On that, but whatever.
Under Ratchet, above Detroit.
Yeah. I thought Until Dawn was amazing, and I don't ever play David Cage games, and I played this all the way to the end. I loved Until Dawn. I wish more people would play it.
Detroit. Where would you put it, Miguel?
I think I would put it under Bloodborne. So you're telling me you like this
better than
Final Fantasy and Bloodborne?
Yeah, Anthony, you like this better than Final Fantasy?
All right, I put it between Final Fantasy and Bloodborne.
And Resident Evil?
I think it was a better game than... I really loved Until Dawn, man. I think it was a better game than Detroit, if I'm being honest. I think that Detroit and Until Dawn should really be flipped. But
we got the game. We got the list. All right, listeners, listen up. You just picked up your PlayStation. You want PlayStation 5. You want to
put numbers on them. Put numbers on them.
I'm just going to list them in order.
I think it's from 18 to 1, right? So start from the bottom.
Let's go.
Start from the top. It's fine.
Top seed. Yeah, so it's complicated. All right, starting off, you're playing the games. Which should I go first? God of War #1.
Don't even think about it. God of War.
Start it.
That's like you turn on your PS5, you connect to your network, you connect your Wi-Fi, go to the store, download God of War. That's the first 4 steps of what you do when you get your PS5.
And finish the game and plan on the game.
Last of Us Remastered, #2. Uncharted 4, Thieves End. Persona 5, Ratchet and Clank, and #5. Detroit Become Human, Final Fantasy 15, Until Dawn, Bloodborne, Resident Evil 7, Batman Arkham Knight, Monster Hunter World, Infamous Second Son, Mortal Kombat 10, Fallout 4, Days Gone, Battlefield 1, second to last, and last, but of course the least game.
And then a huge gap. Huge gap, and then Last Guardian.
One thing for me,
fun list.
Battlefield 1 would be between Bloodborne and Resident Evil.
So like 10 about?
Yeah,
I would.
I think that game is better than 5 and just under Battlefield 4.
Now, personally for me, I would put Final Fantasy 15 around the 3 or 4 spot, I would say. But
fun list nonetheless. I mean, all these games are great. You get them all.
I think that's a pretty definitive list that we just ranked, though. I think that was... I kind of liked the way that we did that. Maybe we'll do this for our Game of the Year.
Obviously,
we'll give our list of games
and what people like to play. Because I'm sure Persona...
Right, of course.
For a lot of people like myself, Persona wouldn't even probably be last.
Right.
For a lot of people.
Yeah.
So it depends on your,
But no matter who you are, where you are, God of War is #1. And if you disagree with that, you're a freaking idiot.
I mean, you're a guy that doesn't like God of War. I won't say idiot.
You're barely a human.
All right, I'm actually going to throw one edit at you. Let me know if you guys are okay with it. I'm going to say move Until Dawn down 2 spots.
Below
That's what
Resident
I said that you
thought. I needed a second to stew on it. I needed a second because I was saying out of emotion because I really loved Until Dawn. But yeah, so flip it down. So all right, so updated list: God of War, Last of Us, Uncharted 4, Persona 5, Ratchet and Clank, Detroit Become Human, Final Fantasy 15, Bloodborne, Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, Until Dawn, Batman Arkham Knight, Monster Hunter World, Infamous Second Son, Mortal Kombat X, Fallout 4. Days Gone, Battlefield 1, and The Last Guardian.
And I still would take.
Don't even download Last Guardian. Don't even download
under Batman.
It should have been Shadow of the Colossus instead of Last Guardian. Honestly.
Yes. Yeah. Good call. Especially the remake. Yeah.
Like Shadow of the Colossus remake was so good.
They might add it on later on. I'm sure they're gonna add some games.
Yeah, but
am I crazy? Why did I think Shadow of the Colossus was a plus game? Wasn't it a plus game?
It was 100% a plus game.
But I don't think I ever redeemed it because I went to go download it and I still own the disc, so I can still play it if I need to.
But it was for the the PS3, not
no.
I thought the PS4 remake was.
Blue Point Shadow of Colossus was a Plus game in February. I forgot if it was. I think 19. It must. But
I must not have redeemed it because I owned the disc and it didn't let me or something. I don't know because it might have said play instead of download. You know what I mean? I don't know because I thought because I still own the disc, so it's fine. But I would have preferred to have it on. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't think we mentioned, but discs. PS4 discs aren't backwards compatible with the PS5 digital edition. So if you try putting a PS4 disc into a fucking system that doesn't have a disc tray, the This
is unfortunately a clarification that they needed to actually put on the blog post.
They got you. However, speaking of games that won't go into your PS5 or will, here is the weekend playlist for the new releases from last week and this week. Going over pretty fast, but G.I. Joe, Operation Blackout, Red Wings, Aces of the Sky, Second Extinction. It's a dinosaur Left 4 Dead game.
It actually looks pretty cool.
3. It looks interesting. PC only, though, sadly. Age of Empires 3. Cloudpunk. It's a steampunk delivery game. Indie 8-bit 3D.
Not the game I was thinking of. Because on the lost version of episode 26, I said, is this the game I was thinking of? And it was not the game I was thinking of.
And it wasn't. But so this is a cyberpunk, obviously not the cyberpunk game, but it's futuristic. You're making deliveries. It's a cool game.
It does look cool. It's just not what I thought.
Yeah, I played it at PAX. I enjoyed it. Monster Truck Championship, Raji in Ancient Epic, Space Crew, Tears of Avia, Mario Kart Live Home Circuit, NHL 21, Amnesia Rebirth, The Guys, that's a remake of Amnesia, or remaster, Scourgebringer, Disc Room, which is a Devolver game. That's coming to Switch and PC. I played that at PAX also. Very cool game. Pokemon Sword and Shield, The Crown Tundra, The Red Lantern, Jetboard Joust, and Transformers Battlegrounds.
Are you picking up? You picking up the Pokemon expansion?
I still didn't do the first one yet. I will buy it next year when I have time.
Oh, so you didn't even buy it yet?
No, I don't have the Sword and Shield DLC. Right. I own Sword and Shield, of course, but I just don't have time.
Okay, yeah, I didn't play Isle of Armor as much as I would like, so I'm not sure if I'm going to jump into Crown Tundra right away or not, but we'll see. Looks cool nonetheless.
Nice. Yeah, that's
I got breaking news. Breaking news.
Oh boy.
So the PS5 accessories are going to be available.
Oh, yes.
October 30th.
Mm-hmm.
So instead of waiting to November 12th for like some accessories, like for example, the controller, the camera,
headset, media remote,
all that stuff, you're going to be able to get them starting October 30th. They're going to start shipping stuff October 30th. It's not clear if you're going to be able to just go to like Target or Walmart and actually buy them, but they're going to start shipping the 30th.
The PlayStation Direct store at least is 100% selling.
Yeah, Target has it too. It's on their website. Like, thank you for pre-ordering. The whatever, they're going to start shipping on October 30th.
This just has me that more confident that Jim Ryan is telling the truth and that there will be more PS5s and PS4s and that launch day will not be. It will be hard for me a week to find a PS5, but you'll get a PS5 in November if you want one.
If you want one,
I don't know. That's my take. That's what I'm believing. I believe in PlayStation.
So before we end it,
so stupid. You know what?
Before we end it, I feel like the strategy that the Sony's taking, like not saying anything other than like how they started, right? Like the logo with the fucking PS5 and everyone's going nuts, and then they do like small stuff.
It's what Rockstar did with Red Dead.
Exactly, dude. Like it's working for them. Obviously, Xbox is doing it different because they need to, and PlayStation is doing this because they don't have to honestly do anything. Like they could have just not say anything until like a week before and like hold the UI and like we have a surprise. Like, hey.
IGN had a post which I don't know the validity of it.
Okay.
There wasn't even an article attached to it, but IGN had a post that said 80% of next gen consoles are PS5 pre-orders. I don't know how accurate that is, but if that's true,
yeah, what does that even mean?
That's insanity. So I don't know.
I think they're basing it from a poll that they made.
It was just based on like one fraction of a fraction of the actual.
I don't think that's actually accurate.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's like 5. Upselling it like 5-1 or something like that. Just because a lot of people were fucking buying the Xbox One X and the S instead of the Series X and S when the fucking was available, which was hilarious. Other than that, man, like I think it's gonna be hard to find, like you just said, Jeff, find too hard a PS5.
Not too hard to
at
find
least for like a month. Just because everything that is like out there, it's gonna sell out like that, bro. I know people that are like, they are waiting, like, hey, like, do you know, like, people that like are not into like video games that much, and they're asking me, like, it's someone at work, bro, just asked me like yesterday, like, hey, I heard you got a PS5. Like, I thought like they're not available until November. He's a casual guy, like for his kids, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's because I follow like this and this guy, and like I know when the like there's like up there, but you need to act fast. And he's like, oh, like, well, that sucks. Like, can you tell me when it's gonna be available? I'm like, I could try and tell you, but if you like get it, like,
follow
you need to. But they don't have Twitter, bro. They're like old, like parents that like want to get it for their kids or for themselves, and it's gonna be hard for them to actually get. I think for at least a month.
I think, yeah, I agree. I think that level of person, it's gonna be hard, but I feel like it's gonna be kind of like trying to get a Switch
system.
Yeah,
that's what I'm like. It's crazy how like people just want it like so bad.
Dude, it's PS4 sold 1,000 units. No, I don't know. Sold millions of units, but
100 plus
people, so 100 plus million units, and they want to the people with those 4s want a 5 no matter what. They just want the fucking next thing.
Especially, I'm sure, like the people that have the base PS4.
Yeah,
people that didn't upgrade to the Pro, especially.
Exactly, like they're ready for a new system.
These boxes are dying.
Yeah, but we will definitely keep you updated with all PS5 news until November 12th. Which we will then hopefully all have PS5s, and then we'll start talking about what we think of it. Beyond. So, but yeah, so maybe next week, maybe the week after, depending on how much news there is, depending on if we get another info dump from PlayStation about PS5, we might do the games of the generation list from Game Informer, go over that, what we think of their selections, and then add in, if we think anything else belongs in that same category. So I'm really excited to talk about that. I think that's going to be a fun conversation. It's there's a lot of cool genres and kind of entries to it. It's not just like a overall. It's not like the Game Awards categories. It's it breaks it down a little more.
It's interesting. For sure.
There's a lot of room to add games in. It's not just like the Game Awards nominations where you have to pick 4 games for, you know what I mean? So I'm excited to talk about that. But yeah, so sorry this episode was a little late because technically it's a little late / a little early. And so we'll be back next week, though. This has been Faster Than Reloading episode 26.5. Or did I say part 2 at the beginning? Whatever. You can catch us on YouTube, youtube.com/faster than reloading. You can also check us out on Twitter. It's at FTR_pod. You can also check all 3 of us out on Twitter individually, where we all talk about random stuff. I tweet the most, I think. I complain about sports. I talk about sports a lot. I talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender and Star Wars a lot. So whatever. Jeff retweets random shit from Destiny players that I don't really ever understand. And he talks about Legos a lot. I am at Anthony Palm. Jeff is at Mr. Brawl 96, and Miguel is at DarkAngel1010_. And then on PlayStation Network, if you want to come hang out with us, we're playing the Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War beta this weekend, and then probably back to Modern Warfare after that. I am the only X188. That's the word 1, numbers 88. Jeff is Brawl 96. He's Little Brawl on PlayStation and Big Brawl on Twitter. And Miguel is DarkAngel1010 with no underscore. That's gonna do it. You guys have any closing thoughts?
Dude, the more they show Cyberpunk, the more fucking I'm ready for that fucking thing to drop, dude. You guys saw the like the car and
I saw the car video.
Oh,
I saw the car video, and then I started the style video, and then I'm like, all right, stop this.
It's crazy that I'm never gonna play that game on PS4. It's a PS4 game that I will never play on PS4 because I'll play it on PS5. So
I'm gonna wait until I get the PS5 and then buy it. I'm just gonna put it out there, right? This is gonna be a better GTA than what Rockstar is gonna do. This is gonna put pressure on Rockstar to actually fucking like somehow like make the next GTA even better.
Bold claim. We'll see what happens. My closing statement is that Hades is a really great game. You should go play it.
I hope that's on PS5 soon.
Yeah, I feel like probably a couple months. I would say there's probably Nintendo. Anytime Nintendo gets something first, it's usually for like a month or two, and then it'll go over. So
it'd be great quickly, if it doesn't yet.
I totally forgot to mention Star Wars Squadrons. I beat the whole game. I actually played a little bit in VR, and I actually, in the last episode, I was talking, I bet it's shit in VR. It's actually very good in VR.
Did you fly in a TIE fighter?
I played 2 full levels, one Empire, one, Rebellion, and it's smooth. I mean, obviously, it looks like shit because the PSVR screens are still like 10 pixels by 6 pixels.
But all things considered, do you think it's...
For PSVR, it's really good. And it doesn't get me nauseous. That's a key thing. It didn't get me. I really thought it was going to get me nauseous. As long as you're not holding spinning, and just constantly spinning, you're not going to get nauseous. But yeah, Squadrons PSVR. Thumbs up.
Nice.
I still got to try it while I still have a trial left.
Yeah, so it's a good place to end it.
10 hours, bro. You'll be fine.
Yeah, I think I got like 6 hours left or something because I left it on the menu for like an hour once.
Idiot.
Can't grade.
Whatever. I mean... I can't play the single player anyways, so I mean, what am I going to play? 5 more hours of the terrible multiplayer? I really don't think multiplayer is that good. I would rather just play Battlefront 2's fucking Starfighter Assault or whatever the fuck. But yeah, that's going to do it. Episode 26 of FTR in the books. We'll be back. No, that's not what I say. We'll catch you all next week.
Peace.